We're here with Phil Rhoads today. He was the chairman of coordinating the park improvements that we did just prior to the Bicentennial back in 1975 and 1976. So Phil, tell us what all you were involved in back then.
On this project here, which is one of many that the JCs did, we started back in 1975 with a group of JCs who wanted to upgrade the South End Park. After the group got together, following the JC plan, we laid out what was going to need to be done and made a presentation to the board of directors of the JCs, the Utica JCs. After we got their permission and went through it, then we took it to the membership, and the membership said, let's go with it. Not only did we build a tractor pull track, add lighting, but a shelter house, fenced off the area, and redid the baseball field there at the South End Park. Another thing we built during that period of time was 5 sets of portable bleachers. They were welded up by a man by the name of Bill Brocious. We had 2x12s for the seats, and we used 4-inch bolts to bolt them to it. Those bleachers have been used all over the community. Anything from Biddy football to the July 4th celebration to the tug of wars. They've also been used by the American Legion at homecoming and by the Sertoma at the Ice Cream Festival and any other places that needed bleachers. It was Jim Cavey putting together the 2-story announcer stand that was used there at the tractor pull track. They welded it up out of pipe, and he did all the woodwork. We had to add electric to the facility for lighting and also for the shelter house because of the need for roasters and lights. And it was, quite a project we took on. After the membership approved the project, we had to start at square one, and that was getting permission from the village to use part of their property and the school board for theirs. We ended up leasing the school property for $11 a year and the village for $1. We also were required to carry $300,000 worth of insurance on the property in case something happened. As we were building the fence, we ended up running into some underground phone cable, which stopped everything until we could get that located, and we had to use the phone company to come down and locate it for us. The fence posts, which were locusts, came from the Myers Hall farm, and those were cut down by members of the JCs, hauled in, and prepared to be fence posts. One thing we had to do was design, and we had a budget, and that was kind of my job, or one of them, to make sure we stayed on budget and deal with the different things in the background. We got a lot of support from the community and especially from some of the businesses. We ended up getting clay that met our needs from Newark Asphalt, Sand and Gravel Company, and their source was over around Chatham, Ohio. The biggest thing we were trying to figure out was how we get it from Chatham to Utica. We learned that the National Guard does community projects. We contacted the National Guard and we contacted our local state rep, which was Gene Brandstool. We were lucky enough to get one of their community projects that summer, and we had trained people who could run the equipment, brought the equipment in, and made this track. We also had different people who had been around tractor pulling that knew what we needed. But we had weekly meetings, whether it was committee meeting, whatever, board meeting, and the progress is reported all the way through. One of the things we had to do was obtain a $4,000 loan, which the bank, knowing the Jaycees, gave us that $4,000. At the end of the project, we were able to pay back that $4,000 from the profits of the July 4th and tractor pulls.